them what really went down in Lagos at the Davido Timeless concert. You've seen it somewhere, but you see it differently here. This is Davido Timeless concert. See the crowd, the crowd.
DJ Paco Rich.
Hello people, my name is DJ Paco Rich. Welcome to your favorite channel here on YouTube. And today we are streaming across Africa. Definitely our presence in Nigeria is overwhelming because we find ourselves in Ibadan. And then Ibadan, there be one media house where we collaborate with them, with a gel link with them. That is my Fresh FM. And I'll tell you about Blast FM too later on in the conversation. So for almost 1 week, I haven't been able to come online, upload, and this is the reason. I had this notification from YouTube that there is a content on my channel. The truth is that the channel that I'm using now, I gave it to somebody to manage for a while. So the person had been posting, you know, some students dancing and stuff in the past, as way back as 2017. So it looks like YouTube found that video and they were not cool with it. So they had to give me a strike and also restrict me from uploading for a week. And so this is the reason why you haven't heard from us. I mean, it was such a blow because we were geared up to, you know, give you live coverage and information about the Davido Timeless concert. But yes, still, it's never too late. You love what we give you, so you will definitely wait for us. So today I'm going to have a conversation with my brother Victor, all the way in Nigeria, Ibadan, from Fresh FM. He's going to, you know, tell me more about the concert. I was in Ghana. I have my own observations, and he has his own observations. So we are going to have a great discussion about a Timeless concert by Davido in Lagos. It was a beautiful one. It was a successful one. My brother, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's such a great privilege to be here again to, you know, discuss with you and have a conversation with you on this channel. This is an amazing channel, and I can tell you, a lot of Nigerians really appreciate your content, and we love what you do. And I want to tell you, my brother, keep doing it. We enjoy you.
All right, thank you so much, Victor. And also to let Nigerians know that, I mean, sometimes I have some people telling me, hey, Paco, talk about Ghana, don't talk about Nigeria. Are you from Nigeria? Please, I have a brother in Nigeria. This is my brother in Nigeria. We've been doing this together, and yet we are taking you to another level. Now we are going to bring you back-to-back Ghanaian and Nigerian content from either from Nigeria or either from Ghana. So my brother, Davido's Timeless concert, it had a lot of buzz, it had a lot of conversation around it. Myself, immediately I saw the stage, I screamed, hey! What was your first impression when you saw the stage, my brother?
My brother, that concert is, in fact, I'll tell you, that concert is, I don't want to make it sound like exaggeration or I'm trying to do a cliche on Davido or something. But that concert stage is the first I've seen so far in Nigeria. That's amazing stage concept. I was impressed when I saw that stage organization, the way the whole thing was organized and all. The plan was amazing. The sound, the stage directors, all those things were properly put in place. I really like I told some of my colleagues at work, I said, this is Davido 2.0. The Davido we used to know is quite different from the Davido we have right now. The whole thing was amazing. I want to tell you, I love the setup. The setup was amazing. That's the best I've seen so far in Nigeria.
Well, to talk about the setup, I'm sure people are wondering what kind of setup are you talking about and all that. So I'm actually going to show people the video of how the stage was set up in Nigeria. This is the video. So like you can see the video on your screen, going out there to check up on his stage. This is a world-class stage. Anybody would ever think of, you know. An amazing stage. Yeah, let me zoom it so that you can actually have a feel of the stage very well. That is the video there on stage. So I learned this is the biggest stage we've ever seen in West Africa.
Yeah,
and undoubtedly, I haven't seen any stage like this. I mean, I've been to Ivory Coast, I've been to a couple of West African countries and all that. I haven't seen any stage close to this. Not even like this, close to this. Close to this. So,
yeah,
we spoke about the stage. Now, let's talk about how organization went and all that. From what you heard from Nigeria, from what you saw from Nigeria, take us through the experience through the Timeless concert.
Okay, let me. If I want to talk about the organization, I'll talk about the idea behind all these things.
All right.
I think to some point, I want to give a shout out and a kudos to Davido's team, and he's no other person than his manager. His manager, his team, everybody were really, really amazing. I was, when I saw this thing, like I was having goosebumps all over me. Like, this is David. What? I could not, like, I was not expecting that from Davido. Yeah, the usual Davido, you know, energetic Davido and all that. He still got the energy though. But this is this stage, this concert is a display of it. This is a pure display of creativity. If you see the sound were properly checked, properly organized. The whole thing was amazing. The artists, you know, coming on stage, the setup of the stage, the way these, you know, there was no glitches throughout the whole concert. The whole thing was amazing. It went smoothly. You see, when Davido came to do his first performance, man, come and see goosebumps all over my body. I was like, man, I love this concept. I love this concept. It's the sound, right from the sound engineering, the videography, even people who were doing the video. If you check the video's timeline on Instagram, you will see when he posted that video, the coverage, the drone, everything was amazing.
I'm actually going to show that video. So listeners should stay glued. I'm going to show you the video of the trailer of the aftermath of the whole event. But let me mention some of the performers which I saw on stage. I think Asake was there. He did his own thing. He was amazing. People loved his performance. This guy, he used to be a banker. What's his name? He's very close to Davido. Your mama born you. Mayo Chrono.
Mayokun. That's Mayokun. You're talking about Mayokun.
Yes. He was also amazing. And then your man, you know, this. Yes, there was this guy who used to have a girlfriend in Ghana. Wind your waist, Inyanya. You've announced his boyfriend.
He was there too. Inyanya was there.
We have this guy.
Pyro was there.
Who is your guy? The youngest guy on the block now. Yes, he was there. We had this guy. A lot of people came.
CK was there. A lot of upcoming artists too had their chance to show forth their, show their craft and all that to the audience. He really gave an open hand, and he gave welcome to people coming up to show what they have to. You know, Davido, right from time, if you know Davido is this kind of person that always wants everybody to grow. You know, and that's what led to his concert. I was very happy when I saw this guy. He used to be with P Square, Mehdi's kind of old guy. Mehdi. Yes,
I was
surprised to see him. I was surprised. Like, I was surprised. I was not expecting Mr. Mehdi on that concert. For real. Because for a long time, we've not heard anything about it. For a long time.
I mean, he's such an interesting artist, and I was happy to see him.
But he gave a little refreshing to the audience, to the fans that love Mr. Mehdi in those days. They can refresh again. They can still think about, go to stream his song or listen to his song again. That's the for you. There's this new guy that's in Nigeria, Majid. He did a song recently with Tiwa Savage.
Yeah.
The title of the song is BC. This guy also performed live on the stage at this concert. Like, I mean, who else would do that?
Davido did
amazing.
well. He did well.
Yeah,
he did well. And then
amazing.
Also, let's give credit to First Bank. I heard they were the sponsors of this event.
They were major sponsors. They were major sponsors.
I mean, putting a lot of money into such a concert was a great feeling. You can't have any business pump. Only God knows the amount of money that was pumped into this concert. You understand?
Millions. I can tell you, my brother, millions of money, millions of naira was put into that stuff. You can't watch that video and you will not feel happy for the video.
Talking about the video, I think we are whetting people's appetite. So let's show them what really went down in Lagos at the Davido Timeless concert. You've seen it somewhere, but you see it differently here. This is Davido Timeless concert. See the crowd. That's Davido on stage. Ow, the lighting.
Yeah.
The drone shots. How it was such a great experience in Nigeria.
Like you could literally see France screaming at the top of their voice.
Yeah. Now the conversation in Ghana is, when is Davido bringing our own version? When is Davido also bringing this to Ghana? He should let us have a feel. He's definitely going to do that. Davido is this moment is just enjoying the moment right now, because a lot of people are actually see one thing I so much enjoyed about Davido, or one thing that is amazing about Davido this period is how he came back with this album. This Timeless album is I don't have words to describe it. Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing album. That's an amazing album.
It's an amazing body of work. I remember when this album first came out, and we're in the studio, we were listening to this. I said, my favorite is Away. I will. I said, this is my favorite. The next couple of minutes, I was listening again to this album. I fell in love with another one. I said, I want more. This one, this feel. I like this feel. This album is
after that, I'll make a confession. You finish with your submission.
Okay, so when I said this album, when you listen to them every time, you keep changing your decision about which is your favorite on this album. You keep changing. At a point, it was on Unavailable, and to some point again, we listened to Godfather, Legends Never Die. All the album were properly scheduled on the album. This is amazing. Like before, I know Davido as somebody who approach album. Like the way he approaches his album, his past album were not really impressive. I'll tell you, I'm being honest right now. We're not really impressive. Davido approach album with the mindset of single. Like he wants every song on the album to be a banger. It doesn't really have to be like that. But right now, Davido is in this stage that he's now doing quality music. Well, now he did an interview, and they asked him, like, were there some songs that you did that could not make it to the album? He said a lot of songs. He did a collaboration with Friday, this American guy. The song was not on the album. In fact, literally, if you check the album, no international collaboration on that album. No American artist was featured on that album. And that's impressive. If you check most of Davido's album, check A Good Time. A Good Time has some international artists featured on it. A Better Time, you see international, you see what's her name, Nicki Minaj feature on the song. And this is so different, and unique. You understand? So
I do.
And amazing thing about this concert is people were singing all the track in that album back to back with him.
Of course, they've sucked the song.
Back with him.
They've sucked the song, so they will definitely sing along. Now let me make this confession. I'm sure the lady is watching. She's a very good friend of mine. She's a sales executive in Nigeria. Sometimes we have this conversation that we're doing. Her name is Barbara. And I was having a conversation with her on this same album, you understand? And then Davido dropped the video unavailable. And then I was having a discussion, live discussion with her. Then I told her, Davido just released the video for unavailable. So go and check it if you look. She didn't even check it. I streamed it to her on this application, like on my platform. And she watched it and she said, yeah, I think Davido could have done better. It's a regular, you know, it's good, but we felt. Now, a few days later, she called me back saying, Omo Paco, now I go listen that what was wrong with my ears that day? What happened? No, the album is so good. I didn't take a second listen. It was so amazing. Yeah. And I told her that, see, the Timeless album moves with its name. It grows on you. It takes time. Yeah. It gets into you and it's timeless. You understand? So congrats to Davido for this wonderful concert.
Big congrats. Big congrats. Big congrats. This is a record-breaking and a ground-breaking album for Davido.
Yes.
I see him as somebody that is now making history for himself.
Yes.
You know, he's in a stage of his life that he has realized that, okay, this is now what I want to do. Davido has left that stage of just doing things, and now he's listening to his. You can clearly see that Davido is now, you know, he has a team that they come up together and agree on something. Unlike before, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't say maybe they don't agree before or anything, but now you would see Davido really, you know, coming together of a team, agreeing on something, putting heads together to, you know, to deliberate on things. Now you would see teamwork in his recent album. You can see teamwork there. The market, and I would not say, if I did not say this, it would be so disrespectful to his manager. The manager is an amazing manager.
Great one. Congrats.
The amount of marketing budget they had on this album is amazing. A whole radio station in Nigeria was Timeless radio station for 2 days. This is amazing. Timeless.
You don't come here to play.
That's amazing. The whole radio station changed their name for 2 days, and it was just having Davido was just having interviews upon interviews upon interviews. I'm not sure he has done that before. Having series of interviews on an album. I'm not sure. This is really different. You know, at the point when the album came out, some of my friends were saying a lot of people will stream that album because they were trying to pity what happened to Davido, you know, after he lost his son and some couple of his friends. But eventually, when we listen to the album, we discover that this is not really about pity. This is about listening to good music.
Art. Great piece of art, you know, and it's very impressive.
This is creativity.
Yes.
You see, let me make a confession too. When I listen to competition with Ashake, at first I was not feeling. I said, this is not. I don't really like Ashake vibes on this song, and I felt like Ashake was too lazy on the song and all that. But again, when I watched this concert and I saw their performance and I saw the way people were singing, and I had to go back and listen to the song. I love that song.
It don't catch you.
Love that song. I love that song. And this track he featured King.
Yeah.
Man, this guy, this album really bears his name. He's going along with his name. Timeless.
Great.
He said, I watched an interview when Davido was asked why he chose that name, and he gave a shout out to Don Jazzy. He said Don Jazzy actually came up with the idea of. He says some years ago, Don Jazzy slid into his DM and said if he's going to have another album, the album title should be Timeless. So basically, Don Jazzy came up with the idea of Timeless for him, and he for Davido to have really taken that advice and do that, it shows him as an humble person. You know, somebody who suggested, bro, Alpha, change. I would like you to have an album titled Timeless, and you did a song that goes along with that album title.
Yeah,
that's amazing. He said he's doing a song that will last. He said something. He said he went to perform somewhere and he was singing song he did 12 years ago, and people were singing it back to back.
Yeah.
Damiduro, if Davido is performing today, he will still perform his Damiduro, and people will see it back to back. You will see Gen Z, this new generation, Gen Z, people that were born like 20 years ago, listen to Damiduro, and they still like, you know, this is I love the growth. I love what I'm saying about Davido. And now he has announced his tour. He's going to go on Timeless tour, and I can assure you that Davido is he's going to be big this year. He's going to be bigger this year.
Sure. I think this is the year for Davido, and we are actually going to keep an eye on him on this tour. We're going to be with him on this tour. We've been speaking to Victor, my brother Victor from Fresh FM in Nigeria, Ibadan. So guys, if you find yourself in Ibadan, you should listen to Fresh FM and then Blast FM as well. They are doing amazing work here. My brother, we've done almost about 20 minutes on this conversation. I'm sure you are even surprised, but I mean, when a conversation is good, you never know when to end and stop. So congrats to the video. Yes, congrats to the video, congrats to everybody. But I would like to also talk about this event. There is this event coming up in Ghana, Ogunu Indigenous Forum in Ghana. Yes, I've actually been invited to this event. My first time hearing about the Ogunu Indigenous and all that. So I'll be there. I'm going to bring you videos and highlights from this event coming on in Ghana, Legon. So if you are a Nigerian in Ghana and you want to, you know, pass by, the High Commissioner of Nigerian will definitely be there. So be there and let's have some great time. Let's promote Ghana. Let's promote Nigeria. Let's make Africa a great nation. Yes. So my brother Victor, before I let you go, you can leave out your social media handles so that anybody who wants to follow you or interact with you, connect with you to do business. I mean, if you want to do business in Nigeria with me, you have to pass through Victor. He's my agent in Nigeria, so he will leave his social media handle so that if you want to make stuffs with him, just, you know, connect with him and let's see how best we can run this.
All right. If you want to, if you'd like to, you know, talk to me or have a chat with me, you can follow me on my IG, my Instagram at Oluwa Oluwa OLUVM OLUWH. Don't mind me. _ Victor, and the Victor is with double I, VIICTOR. That's on Instagram at Olu _Vic. That's where you can follow me. And the same thing on Twitter, Oluwa Victor on Twitter, and Oluwa Victor. That's it.
All right. So guys, it's been a great time. YouTube, I think the email I checked not quite a long ago, they told me I have 1 day left. So I'm just hoping by evening they will allow me to post. And after the posting, we're going to give you back-to-back content because we've been absent for like a whole week. So we have a whole lot of story and stuff to talk about. Thank you, Victor, for your time. And congrats to Nigeria. Congrats to Davido and his team.
Congrats to Ghana. Congrats to Africa.
We are waiting for the next world tours and all that. Vic, thank you for your time. I'll definitely link up tomorrow for more nice and better conversation. We are out of here. My name is DJ Parker Rich. It's been a wonderful time with you guys here on this channel. Thank you. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the conversation that we have. If you have other impressions, let me know. I'm out of here.
DJ Parker Rich.